Hi everybody, I'm 2Plate and I just wanted to share my thoughts about skill-based matchmaking and how it could completely be fixed. Drop a like if you agree with my take or comment below. I'm going to start by saying something crazy. Skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. Yes, I know it has an extremely negative perception in the COD community, but it is very good to sort the good players and bad players in a way that enhances competition. We naturally do this when you play anything. Nobody ever wants one team to dominate when you can make a game more competitive by sorting leagues and teams. The fact that players do things such as two-boxing, VPNs, and reverse boosting to get easier lobbies shows there is an incentive problem in Call of Duty. Players should not want to play in easier lobbies. They should want to play against harder opponents, but right now they have no incentive to do so. This is a big problem, but it's a problem that can be solved. Call of Duty's problem is that they're sorting lobbies and doing matchmaking in secret, behind the scenes, and this absolutely kills the competitive spirit of the game. I promise you, Activision, if you publish the skill rating of each player and the skill rating of each lobby they're in, and made that information publicly available, the majority of the player base's dissatisfaction with skill-based matchmaking would dissipate overnight. I have a three-part proposal to fix this incentive problem in Call of Duty. The first part of my proposal is an in-lobby stat feature. During each match, players ought to be able to access a dashboard that shows each player and team in the lobby, their skill ratings, kill-death ratio, win-loss ratio, and accuracy percentage. And it should show the lobby average as a whole and give it a rating between bronze and iridescent. This would be similar to what the old stat tracker app used to do when Call of Duty's API was publicly available. However, this information should not be made available until the second zone of a Warzone match. That way, players won't be able to just check the lobby difficulty before the game starts and dip out if it's not to their liking. It's always impressive to see a streamer get 15 kills by the end of the first zone, but if you find out it's a bronze lobby against a bunch of 6-year-olds with Cheeto dust all over their fingers and people playing on the wind flute, it becomes less impressive of a feat and actually kind of pathetic. They start to seem like a professional baseball player who lies about his age so he can go crush the 13-year-olds in the Little League World Series. Streamers would begin to want to play in harder lobbies instead of easier lobbies so they can impress their audiences. The second part of my proposal is a publicly available dashboard in the menus. Remember, part 1 was a stat feature available in the game lobby. This part is a stat feature in the menus which breaks down each player's stats in much greater detail and which is publicly available for all players to view. So I can view your stats, you can view mine. We can all view our favorite streamer's stats to see if they've been two-boxing or not. The menu dashboard should again show a player's kill-death ratio, the presently hidden skill rating, accuracy percentage, win percentage, score per match, etc. All the stats would show how good a player is. But the most important part is, this dashboard should be broken down by lobby difficulty. You should be able to see a player's kill-death ratio and every other stat when they play in a bronze lobby, and when they play in an iridescent lobby, and everything in between. No more pretending every lobby is the same in COD. No incentivizing players to get great statistics by playing in easy lobbies. The third and final part of my proposal to fix SBMM is the reward system. It's a normal part of our world to be rewarded for being better at something. Right now in Call of Duty, people are rewarded for tricking COD's algorithm into thinking you're worse at the game. That needs to change, and Activision has a great deal of control over this. In alignment with the other parts of this proposal, cosmetic rewards ought to be given to players based on which lobby tier they play in most and how well they do. We all know how crazy COD players go for cosmetics. For instance, if you get one win in a Crimson tier lobby, you get a special Crimson-themed gun camo. If you get, say, 20 wins in a Crimson lobby, you get an extra special Crimson camo. Activision could get very creative with rewarding individuals for playing in harder lobbies, and this would have a hugely positive impact on player sentiment regarding skill-based matchmaking. If they did this proposal, they could remove ranked play altogether, which is not as popular with many players. They could have casual modes and limited time modes with no skill-based matchmaking. This would allow players to have an option where they could use off-meta weapons or play a more relaxed game. Come on, Activision. This is something your player base has been asking for a long time. But a little more on why Activision needs to be more transparent with their player skill ratings and make it a visible part of the game. For example, We work at our hobbies not only to relax and enjoy time with our friends, but also to get better at something we love. You play golf not only to enjoy an outing with family and friends, but to try to improve over time and get your score as low as possible. You might work out not only to go to the gym with your buddies, but to try to get as fit as possible. There's satisfaction in successfully achieving your goals in your hobby. The problem that Call of Duty has with SBMM is that as you get better, as you spend your hard-earned money on better gear and controllers, as you refine your skill and improve your strategies, the game gets harder. But you're not even made aware of it. It's happening in the background. You have no idea what your skill level is. It seems like Activision is punishing you for doing well. Worse, it seems like Activision wants to keep your skill level secret from you. Again, if Activision published the skill level of each player and the skill level of each lobby they're in and made that information publicly available, the majority of the player base's dissatisfaction with skill-based matchmaking would dissipate overnight. Lastly, this proposal could also help prevent cheating. If there's a player in your lobby who has a kill-death ratio of 15 or an accuracy percentage of 90+%, that person is obviously cheating and will be reported by everyone. You don't have to wait to be killed by a cheater to find out they're a cheater. The cheating problem is obviously huge and greatly reduces the competitive integrity of the game, but skill-based matchmaking with hidden skill ratings and hidden lobby difficulty does even more to damage the competitive nature of COD. That's why skill-based matchmaking should not be eliminated, but must be altered to save COD. If you listen to this whole thing, I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll leave a comment if you got more ideas that would help refine skill-based matchmaking. Have a great day.